Hi guys. One of the issues that I hear a lot about in the transgender youth community is binding, and the kids can't always either afford or their parents will not allow them to have a binder. So today I wanted to take some time and show you different methods that you could use to help you bind. And I'm sure that if you are female to male, that your parents are going to have no problem buying you new bras if you can't get a binder. So I wanted to show you a few things that I had around the house to build some binding techniques, and I'm actually going to combine them all at once just to see how well that works. But you can take each of these methods and see how creative you can get, because the whole process is, things like this are just creative. So I started out, I've got 3 sports bras on, but they're like real cheap sports bras. They're more like just support. There's no wire or anything like that. Just coverage, like very thin. So that's what I'm going to start out with. So you can see like what it looks like now. Okay, so then if you take the Razorback, all 3 of these have a little hook in the back, and you can turn them into Razorback bras. I wanted to show you how once you do that, just that alone, and these are kind of too big for me, but you should be able to at least get the idea. That alone will lift you up, and not necessarily that that's gonna bind you, but now see how that's different than how it was before. So we're lifted up. So these, and then if you're like me, like these are too big for me now, so you can maybe just twist them around and do like a tuck, because we're gonna have other stuff on top of that too. And then I took another sports bra that's not very much support either. It's pretty thin. I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty thin too. And I put that on top. And then that'll get all those loops back there that were too big on me. Okay, so now where are we at? It's not hard to tell, but we're getting there. Okay, so next, let's see, we've got pantyhose. So what I'm going to do with these, I've got 2 pair. What I'm going to do with these is, you can do this a couple ways, I think. So we can take it and actually cut the legs off and the crotch and all that, just straight across. And this is just a thought I had, so I don't really know how well it's going to work. I probably suggest doing the waistband on the top. And yeah, doesn't really matter if it's inside or out, but yeah, that actually does a lot right there. So again, still getting there. I kind of have a lot to try to push in, so, and I will note that I do have fake boobs, so it's really going to be limited on how far they're really going to go in anyway. So this is kind of a try it yourself thing, but I do thought it would be fun just to see the different methods and kind of laugh at me. So you have, I have 2, so I could cut another one or maybe save it for later. Not me, but I would save it for later for anything else, like maybe down the line you need them. Now then I was thinking, like, even the leg part. So, let's see how this does. You could I'm going to kind of cut a lot of it just to give me some room to play with. You really got to stretch it. I don't even think this is going to work. If you're smaller than me, though, if you're tiny, then probably. Let's try. No, there's no way. But you could do this. Cut it on the middle, maybe. Okay. Get enough. Let the piece go. Yeah. Let's see. Stretch out that leg. And then you're going to want double that. Trying to save it because I know that I have some other projects with MTFs that would need pantyhose too, but that's another video. I seem to have a little more knowledge and ideas for the FTM. Okay, so we stretch it the long way. You just want to stretch it out as much as you can. I really don't even know if this is going to work. It's just a thought I had. Yeah. And this kind of gets close to the whole ace bandage thing. That's pretty tight. But if it's just one, I'm thinking it might not be that bad. So I'm going to pull down this part, then starting in the back. You know what? Starting in the front, we're going to do it with this one. That's not going to work either. Okay, got it. Okay, so starting in the front. Go all the way to the back. So you would tuck it in up here. Let's see. There's a way to do this. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Be careful not to pull it all the way through. So something like that. I don't even know where this one went, but somewhere in there. And then, nope. Like I said, you gotta get creative. Don't know if that did much, but maybe. I guess if you had a lot of it, you could like wrap it around a couple times. So there's that. It's looking better now. Okay. Then this is where it gets really silly. So yeah, if you have pantyhose, you can keep using it, save them for later. So then I pulled out a bunch of children's training bras that we have. And what I'm going to do with these is these will stretch. So. Then I'm going to take one and do it backwards. To just kind of line up in the center there. And I have more, I could keep going, but I'm not going to do that. You can if you want. At this point, I'm going to say it is getting a little hard to breathe. I can feel my ribs being pressed in, and I probably would say just as soon as it starts getting, you feel that compression, and I would stop there. If you can take a layer off, but I'll go ahead and just use a loose, because if I put this sports bra on top, that's just going to be too much. So a loose one, just to kind of like hold it all together. So there we go. And I can't really even feel that one. So just get creative and like look around your house. Dang, that's pretty flat there. I mean, as flat as I'm gonna get. Then I took a child's shirt. You get a really tight shirt. This is one that I actually wear still, but it kind of helps to push in. And a plaid shirt, man's shirt, that's going to be like twice my size. The plaid's going to kind of like throw off the eye. This print may be a little bit too big, but yeah, I definitely did this too tight. So if you start doing this and then during the day you're thinking that it's just too tight for you, then you need to, take some of the layers off. That's the good thing about layering. It's kind of like with the weather. If it's cold and you're not sure what's going to happen, you can wear layers and then take them off as you need. You don't know how you're going to feel, take them off as you need. So, see if I can push the camera back just a little bit. Not bad. And then if I do this, that's my shorts, I swear. Sorry. So I do this and then ta-da! Look at that, like, what's up? I got this. And if I stand to the side, yeah. Okay, so after I bind it and everything, look. Like really, I'm not small up there, but no one knows if I don't want to. I mean, might want to wear one size bigger maybe because of this in here. That's right. I did it. If I can do it, you can do it too.